In today's show, Bitcoin set to erupt in a ludicrous bull run, predicts crypto fund giant Dan Morehead of Pantera Capital. He goes on the record to share Bitcoin's got a 9-year, 209% compound annual growth rate, and we think it will continue. And it's just that simple. It has some bubbles, it has some down trades, but if it gets back on track, the trend would be at least $100,000 at the end of next year. He reveals this in this new interview, which I'll be breaking down all the highlights for you here in today's show. Also, in today's episode, this newly created crypto asset just surged 6,200% in the past 30 days. And Bitcoin trader Josh Rager says it's just getting started and has the potential to double within the next 30 days. I'll be revealing this crypto asset to you here in today's show. Also, in today's episode, the Bitcoin difficulty ribbon chart hasn't been this bullish since March. Check this out. According to Glassnode Analytics, Bitcoin difficulty ribbon compression is trending up and broke out of the green zone for the first time since March. Historically, these have been periods characterized by positive momentum, indicating significant Bitcoin price increases, and Willy Woo agrees. He wrote, "Prepare for a great Q4 2020 for Bitcoin, folks. The difficulty ribbon is one of my more reliable personal favorites." I'll be breaking this down for you in today's show. Also, in today's episode, we're talking about a potential $145,000 Bitcoin price by 2022. Check this out. If history rhymes, according to Bitcoin Jack, as you can see here in this graph, which I'll be breaking down for you in today's show. Also, in today's episode, we'll be taking a look at the overall crypto market. As you can see, Bitcoin, Ether, most all the major altcoins back in the red. But where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this, plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button. That's right. And turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And before I kick off today's show, if interested in tapping into OPM, leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, then smash the link right below this video in the description. Welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV. Let's kick it off by diving into today's top story of the day. Bitcoin set to erupt in a ludicrous bull run, predicts crypto fund giant Dan Morehead. That's right. Dan, the founder of Pantera Capital, and Micheal Sonnenshein of Grayscale Investments are offering their forecast on the Bitcoin price trajectory on a new episode of the Money Movement podcast, which I'll include in the show notes below the video in the description. Morehead says he and his firm remain bullish on the godfather of crypto. He believes Bitcoin is gearing up for another bull run that can be deemed ludicrous, luda, by traditional standards. Bitcoin's got a 9-year, 209% compound annual growth rate, and we think it will continue. And it's just that simple. It has some bubbles, it has some down trades, but if we get back on track, that trend would be at least $100,000 at the end of next year. And that's right. Over the past 9 years, Bitcoin has been appreciating by 209% per year, regardless of the wild bearish and bullish swings. And it's just that simple. In the normal markets, saying something goes up 10x is ludicrous and you'd be ridiculed. But it happens every 3 or 4 years, and all the factors are coming together. So I think it's a pretty good shot that Bitcoin hits $100,000 at the end of next year, referring to 2021. Let me know if you agree or disagree with Dan Morehead in the comments right down below. I also want to stress that the stock to flow model also predicts a $100,000 Bitcoin price by this time next year. Now, Grayscale Sonnenshein, he cites a recent report from Grayscale that compares Bitcoin's current market structure to 2016, before the coin began its historic 4,400% rally. And if you missed the memo, I covered this in yesterday's show. Grayscale just purchased another 17,000 plus Bitcoin and now control approximately 2.4% of all circulating Bitcoin. So talk about massive institutional demand. He goes on to share, in my opinion, Bitcoin is not something people should be putting more money into that they can afford to lose. Think of it as an early stage technology, buyer beware. It does not have those 80% drawdowns, but from here, Bitcoin is either a hell of a lot higher and a lot more valuable than it is today, or something somehow comes along and displaces Bitcoin and we all move onto something else. So there you have it. Once again, I'll include this interview in the show notes below the video in the description. And before we break down our next story of the day, this newly created crypto asset just surged 6,200% in the past 30 days, and Bitcoin trader Josh Rager says it's just getting started and has the potential to double within the next 30 days. But first, let's take a look at the overall crypto market. Everything was in the green just yesterday, but guess what? The bears are back in control. Bitcoin down 1.2%, now trading just above that $10,700 level. We have Ethereum down 1.7%, trading at $357. We have Link in the blood red, just maintaining just above $10, down 5% for the day. XRP down 0.13%, trading at 24.5 cents. We had BNB up 5%, trading at $28. And as you can see, most of the major altcoins are currently in the red. All right, and now for our next story of the day. Check this out. Crypto strategist and trader Josh Rager is keeping a watchful eye on a new crypto token that has skyrocketed by about 6,200% in less than a month. That's right, Rager tells his 87,000 Twitter followers he sees Shroom.finance, better known as Shroom, doubling in value in the next 30 days. Taking a look at his tweet right here on crypto Twitter, Shroom is currently near 0.01, and if meme can go from $30 to $1,600 in 1 month, there's no reason why Shroom can't go from the current price to 50 cents plus in the coming month if Shroom bridges gaming, DeFi, and NFTs, especially as liquidity is added in the coming weeks, as LPs will be rewarded. And checking out his other tweets regarding Shroom, let's just say NFTs are one of the hottest trends to hit 2020, and Shroom.finance team is building a decentralized ecosystem for in-game assets, trading, and minting. This includes NFTs ERC 721, ERC 1155, and ERC 20 token standards. I'm really bullish on Shroom for the long term. And checking out his last tweet here, there will be more farming opportunities and some exciting updates coming soon. If you want to learn more about Shroom.finance, I insist you check out their newest community update, which I'll include in the show notes below the video, in the description. And just FYI, I'm not an investor in Shroom. I just think it's exciting to share a crypto project that Josh Rager is so excited about that has surged literally 6,200% in the past 30 days. Now, according to its website, Shroom.finance is a fork of the Sushi Swap protocol. Interesting, huh? The new crypto asset seeks to build a community-owned DEXs, which are decentralized exchanges that specialize in the $10 billion in-game asset industry. Here's what they go on to share. We foresee a future where in-game assets, fungible and non-fungible, trade freely in a decentralized fashion, and we're here to take that spot and facilitate the ownership to a community of gamers. Rager points to the emergence of the widely talked about non-fungible tokens, which are NFTs if you're not familiar with them, as a possible bullish catalyst for Shroom. Now, according to CoinGecko, Shroom traded at a low of 0.003 on September 7th. The new crypto asset has surged in value since and climbed as high as 22 cents on September 28th, representing an increase of nearly 6,200%. So let me know if you're bullish on NFTs and Shroom in particular. Drop me a comment right down below. And before I break down our next story of the day, the Bitcoin difficulty ribbon chart hasn't been this bullish since March. Yeah, that's right, since the time of the coronavirus pandemic when Bitcoin started to break out. And guess what? It's here once again. And before I break this down, let's first take a look at the overall crypto market cap, sitting at 346 billion with 111 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and current BTC dominance is 57.5%. Also consider if we exclude ICOs and stablecoins, then the realized market cap, which is the true Bitcoin dominance, is closer to like 80 to 90%. That's right. And now taking a look at some of the top gainers within the top 100, we have Quant up 15%, trading at $9.17. ABBC coin up 14%, trading at 32 cents. OMG Network up 12%, trading at $4.05. The Midas Touch Gold up 9%, trading at 2.8 cents. Terra up 8%, trading at 35 cents. And Decentraland up 8%, trading at 8.6 cents. And now checking out some of the top losers within the top 100, we have DFI.money, which is YFII, down 11%, trading at $3,000 even. Uniswap down 10%, trading at $4.22. Yearn.finance, known as YFI, down 9%, now trading at just $26,000. Very interesting considering just recently it climbed as high as $44,000. But as we know, decentralized finance in particular is extremely volatile as we're witnessing these wild swings right now. Arweave down 9%, trading at $4.64. We have Swipe down 8%, trading at $1.65. And Cybervein down 8%, trading at 13.3 cents. Now, out of this list of the biggest losers and gainers for the day, which altcoins in particular are you most bullish on? Drop me a comment right down below. And now checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see the bears are obviously in domination mode. Even though the bulls were dominating just yesterday, shorts are leading with about 62 million in superiority, with shorts leading 53% versus 46% longs. Are you currently bullish or bearish on the king of all crypto? Holla at your boy. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the crypto greed and fear index. Shows we're currently rated a 45 in fear. Yesterday a 43 in fear. Last week a 39 in fear. And last month a 75 in greed. And if you're not familiar with the crypto greed and fear index, extreme fear can be a sign investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity. Just look at Grayscale, BTFD all day. They've probably been purchasing up your Bitcoin if you've been selling any as of recent, as they just, again, acquired 17,000 plus Bitcoins more recently. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for a correction. All right, and before I share with you this final story of the day, the Bitcoin difficulty ribbon chart, which hasn't been this bullish since March, and also share with you this $145,000 Bitcoin price prediction, first, I want to encourage you to smash the show more button right below this video in the description for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 550 plus videos right here on my channel. Also have some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Also, be sure to smash that subscribe button right below this video, or if you're listening or tuning in on a different platform, the direct YouTube link is cryptonewsalerts.net. You can also find us on all the major podcasts and platforms, from Spotify, the home of the Joe Rogan Experience, to Apple's iTunes, Google Play, and Stitcher Radio. Also be sure to follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is cryptonewsyes. And for those of you active on Facebook, as I am, I do have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy. To join it, simply click this link, request to join. I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, as I am, I do have a private crypto Telegram chat. To join it, click this link. You'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. All right, now let's break down our final story of the day. On September 28th, on-chain monitoring resource Glassnode Analytics noted that Bitcoin's difficulty ribbon compression had broken out of its green buy zone for the first time since the March coronavirus crash. That's right, checking out their tweet right here. Bitcoin difficulty ribbon compression is trending up and broke out of the green buy zone for the first time since March. Historically, these have been periods characterized by a positive momentum, indicating significant Bitcoin price increases, as we can see right here on this chart. Now, difficulty ribbon compression is based on difficulty ribbons, a metric devised by statistician Willy Woo as a way to gauge optimal times to buy Bitcoin. Ribbons use simple moving average values for mining difficulty, contracting as miners sell Bitcoin to balance cost and then capitulate, often at the end of the bear markets. This leaves stronger miners, and price recovery and growth ensue. Compression adds standard deviation to the mixture, allowing analysts to quantify ribbon compression and work out when to enter the market even more precise. Now, Willy Woo agreed that adding the difficulty ribbons were more reliable, personal favorites among Bitcoin price metrics. He said that Bitcoin investors should prepare for a great Q4 2020. Checking out Willy Woo's tweet right here. Prepare for a great Q4 2020 for Bitcoin, folks. Blah, blah, blah. Decoupling, blah, blah, blah. New correlations. The difficulty ribbon is one of my more reliable personal favorites. So there you have it. And checking out some of the responses. Fascinating that Bitcoin difficulty may be a falling wedge, and Willy Woo responded, this is because mining hardware is now making less rapid advances, as ASICs are now the latest generation of nanometers, less volatility, and hardware advances, so to speak. All right, now let's discuss a potential $145,000 Bitcoin price by 2022. Another chart doing the rounds on crypto Twitter this week is the Spot Volume Currency Index from Bitwise, tracking periods in Bitcoin price history from lows to highs against the backdrop of halving cycles. The chart currently gives a strong indication of Bitcoin heading upwards by an order of magnitude into 2021. Now, by the end of next year, if historical behavior repeats itself, the market could trade closer to $150,000 than $10,000, which is where we're currently at. Taking a look at this tweet from Bitcoin Jack. Bitcoin, if history rhymes. And taking a look at this graph, which I'll include in the show notes below the video, it shows us we can have a potential trajectory of $145,000 by 2022. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments right down below. As anticipation continues to build around Bitcoin's conforming to historical precedent and launching out of its current range, which has topped out at that $12,500 resistance, factors such as the US dollar strength are keeping optimism in check, but are at odds with network fundamentals, including difficulty, which is currently at an all-time high. So for a quick recap recap of what I covered with you here in today's show. Bitcoin set to erupt in a ludicrous bull run, predicts crypto fund giant Dan Morehead of Pantera Capital, who goes on the record to share Bitcoin's got a 9-year, 209% compound annual growth rate, and he believes that the Bitcoin trend is going to continue to be at $100,000 at the end of next year. Let me know if you agree or disagree in the comments right down below. Once again, I'll include this interview in the show notes below the video in the description, so be sure to check that description. Also in today's show, I shared with you a brand new crypto asset which just surged 6,200% in the past 30 days, and Bitcoin trader Josh Rager says it's just getting started and has the potential to double within the next 30 days. This altcoin is known as Shroom. Let me know if you're bullish in the comments right down below. And I also shared with you that the Bitcoin difficulty ribbon chart hasn't been this bullish since March. That's right, check it out from Glassnode. Historically, these have been periods characterized by positive momentum indicating significant Bitcoin price increases. Willy Woo agrees 100%, saying prepare for a great Q4 2020 for Bitcoin, folks. And we also have Bitcoin Jack saying, hey, if history rhymes, we can expect $145,000 Bitcoin price by 2022. Also, we took a look at the overall crypto market. Let me know where you feel the Bitcoin price is likely to go from here. Now, currently, Bitcoin is struggling to get back above that critical $11,000 support. I feel once we can break that, we can continue climbing, retest 12.5, and once we break that, it's smooth sailing from here. I think the Bitcoin price is going to erupt 100%, break out to a new all-time high this year, but let me know your thoughts in the comments right down below. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in, journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto matrix. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button, that's right, and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts every single day, just like this. And real quick, before I go, if interested in tapping into OPM, leveraging other people's money to grow your wealth and crypto portfolio, then smash that link right below the video in the description and register for this free system entitled OPM Wealth. You'll be glad you did, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow's episode. Peace.